What's up guys, my name is Timbo, and yes, I'm alive. Well, at least I was before I finished playing Destiny 2's second expansion, Warmind. Before we get talking about that though, I figured I would at the very least give you all a brief explanation as to what's been going on with the channel these past few months, and where it will be going from here on out. This past year I have been in college. For those of you that watch a lot of my videos, or follow me on Twitter and Instagram, this isn't anything new. But it has been the reason why I just simply haven't been able to make videos consistently for a while. However, the year is now over, giving me plenty of time to dedicate towards YouTube again. Next year I do think it won't get as bad for a number of reasons that I can't really talk about right now, but hopefully you can just take my word for it. The thing to take away from this is that I'm back. I plan to make as many videos this summer that I possibly can, and I thank each and every single one of you for sticking around through this drought. Speaking of droughts, let's get into what this video is about, Destiny 2's Warmind DLC. To get a few things out of the way, this is my first time playing Destiny 2 since probably around December when the last expansion came out. So if I look a little rusty, just know I always look this bad, okay? Get used to it. Also, this video is just my opinion. You might feel completely different about the expansion and Destiny 2 in general than I and others do, but this is my video. I'm also very sarcastic, so try not to take everything I say too literally. Now, I will admit, when I first logged into Destiny and began the campaign, I was actually pleasantly surprised. But then I quickly realized that I was still playing Destiny. Warmind is a very weird situation for me. If we're looking at it and comparing it to the state of the game when Destiny 2 launched, as well as where it was at during the Curse of Osiris, I would say that Warmind is certainly an improvement. However, if we are looking at the content within this DLC, sure, there are a few exceptions, but it is still generally pretty garbage. I get that this can be a little confusing to some of you, so I'm going to try to explain it the best that I can. The content within Warmind, meaning the new armor, weapons, adventures, campaign, game modes, activities, is pretty much exactly what I expected. And the bar was set real low. The Ice Hive are just reskinned enemies with zero clear context as to why they're even there. Mars, sure, it's different, but we've been there before. That Javelin Valkyrie thing, doper version of the Scorch Cannon. The weapons and gear, don't even get me started with recycling everything from Destiny 1. And the campaign, overall disappointing once again. And you know, with this being said, you guys probably think that I absolutely hated Warmind, at least what I've played in it so far. But that's actually not entirely the case. Because with this expansion comes along not a ton, but a few changes to the game overall that one may call, and get ready for this because it's pretty surprising, positive changes. I think right off the bat, one of the big new things is that Bungie has slowed down progression in Warmind in numerous ways. There's just quite a decent number of things to do now in the game, and none of them, except the much more difficult high-level activities such as the raid or trials for example, are going to be able to get you to the cap. The other activities are also pretty fun. Sure, this could partly be because I haven't played Destiny in so long I forgot how satisfying it is to shoot aliens in the face. But still, the stuff they've got here is fun for the people that like Destiny's style of gameplay. And even better is that doing activities like public events nonstop isn't the most efficient way to get maximum level gear and stuff. You're still getting a good number of rewards in my opinion, at least initially, but the ways to get to the maximum power level have been significantly reduced. Thank the Jesus. Other than that, going down the list pretty quickly with things that have been implemented into the game with Warmind, or at least around it, include but are not limited to newly modified heroic strikes, expanded vault space, an assignable emote wheel, because God knows Destiny doesn't have enough emotes yet, and an updated and improved pool of reskins. Oh, wait. Oh, my bad. Exotic weapons. You add on top of that the Go Fast update that came out a little while ago, as well as some other quality of life improvements such as being able to dismantle straight from your postmaster, and we have gotten ourselves an improved Destiny 2. Is it a huge difference? No, but hopefully that one can come by September. Is what we're getting here at the very least a noticeable improvement? Yeah. Was it even possible for Destiny to stoop lower than where it was? I'd wanna say no, but this is Bungo we're talking about here, so I'm gonna have to go with a yes in that category as well. The game is getting better, little by little. Should we have ever been in this state to begin with? Absolutely not. I think a lot of people out there that play Destiny 2 look at it as a new IP and will write really long comments telling me that I just need to be patient. Destiny 2 is Destiny Year 4. What happened is completely unacceptable. And even if it were a new IP, a game should be good when it first comes out. The fact that people expect a video game to come out just to have to wait a year and pay more money for it to be better is honestly so sad. But with the given circumstances, I am happy to see that the game has made improvements across the board, and I hope I really do, guys, that they can bring back Destiny to where it should be come September. So that was really a list of the things I enjoyed with Warmind. And if you'll notice, a lot of it didn't have anything to do with the expansion itself. And so that's what I kind of mean when I say Warmind is a promising disappointment. It's promising in the sense that Destiny as a whole is improving. However, Warmind overall is still disappointing for the time being. So from here on out, I'm just gonna kind of ramble off the things I didn't like from this DLC. The biggest thing is that it's just really more of the same. For some people that isn't a bad thing, but for a lot of us out there, the same just doesn't cut it anymore. Because not only is the same exact things Bungie has been doing for years now with no change whatsoever, but the quality of that content we're used to has kind of gone down. Now don't get me wrong, I think out of Destiny's 4 $20 expansions, Warmind is quite honestly the best one. But it's the best in the sense that it follows the Destiny DLC formula better than the others. But even with that being said, the story is still a big, by-the-numbers tease letdown. There's so many reskins and recycled content either from Bungie's own assets or from just Destiny 1, etc, etc. You guys get the picture by now, I'm sure. And when you combine that with a lot of the nagging issues that Destiny 2 still has that I'm not even going to talk about in this video because I've done it so many times at this point, it makes the experience kind of frustrating and just, you want it to be better. Destiny 2 has so much potential. In this expansion, just like so many others, you can literally see it so clearly, but they never make that extra push and fully commit to living up to that potential. The campaign for me is one of the best ways I can illustrate this. It teases something really awesome, you see that really awesome thing, and then it either just ends abruptly or that thing you want to be really awesome just isn't really awesome. It's a big letdown. And then they reuse it in a strike. Or make it a PS4 exclusive. Destiny as a whole, not only in the story content anymore, is just super safe, by the numbers, trite. They never seem to do anything super interesting or out of the box whatsoever. Don't get me wrong, Warmind is a good expansion. If you have already purchased the season pass, I say that it is without a doubt worth playing, and not just for the campaign, for other stuff too. They have activities that are engaging for a while and a decent amount of quests to go on. The raid lair hasn't come out yet as I'm writing this video, but I'm sure that it will be another really fun experience for players that enjoy raiding. Bungie has been making slight improvements to the game. It is getting better. I for one was in no way expecting this DLC to absolutely turn things around for the game. Maybe in September that can happen. Unfortunately, we'll most likely have to pay like $40 more to get that experience, but who knows. I quite honestly might wait and see the reception of an expansion like that before I even buy it. Unless you really like Destiny 2, then a $20 price tag for this is a bit of a hard sell for me at least, especially when a lot of the changes Bungie has made to the game can be experienced without owning Warmind. If it were up to me, just buy God of War instead. I know it's 3 times the price, but let's be honest here, it's more than 3 times better than Destiny, so worth. I'm not a big fan of giving out a rating on games or movies or anything really. I think a lot of us out there needed to feel like, wow, Destiny is so much better now, I absolutely love it again, they fixed everything. When in reality that didn't happen, or at least not nearly to that extent. So if you're asking me, okay, I would have to give it a, oh look, it's kind of less garbage now, out of 10. So guys, those are my initial thoughts on Destiny 2's latest DLC, Warmind. I'll probably be playing it a little bit more as time goes on, so my opinion may change slightly, but maybe not, who knows. I'm unpredictable, baby. At the end of the day, it's what I expected, just more of the same really. To some that isn't a bad thing, but to many people in the Destiny community, the same is just not good enough anymore. Especially when Bungie still fails to implement a lot of the features taken away from Destiny 1 that people liked, as well as features people have been asking for since Destiny 1 released many years ago. But guys, that's just my opinion, but now I'd like to hear yours. What are your thoughts on Warmind? And do you think whatever is coming in September will be good enough to turn everything around? Let me know in the comments below. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Thank you all very much for watching, I love you guys, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.